Hey guys, it's Harmony. I know that a lot of you guys have committed to our 21 and Done initiative that we are getting ready to kick off on Tuesday. So, um, first off, I wanted to say that I am so proud of you for committing to this. I promise you, if you commit to this, if you commit 90 days to your business, to working this like a business, and commit to making this happen, we are going to invest in you. We are going to give you the tools. We are going to give you the ideas. We are going to give you the challenges and things that maybe you haven't thought of before to make sure that this really helps your business. I will tell you, this time last year when we did this, it completely revolutionized my business. I got myself involved, I got my leaders involved, I got my teammates involved, and it was truly incredible what it did for us in those days where some teams were seeing decreased stuff, we were like excelling, and it was awesome. So I'm excited for you guys because I know almost none of you guys were here this time last year. So this should be really big. This is really exciting for us. And as we go into this, I want to make sure that we're using this to the best of our ability and that we are being as effective with it as we possibly can. So I wanted to share some ideas with you guys today. I've had a number of questions from a variety of you, and so I thought bringing it together, putting together a video that then you guys can reference would be really good. So sit back, I'm going to talk as fast as I can, get through as much as I can, and hopefully this helps you guys. So first, I know that our initial goal for you guys before we start on September 1st is to get 200 new friends on Facebook. And I want you to know that when Brianne and I and Leah were talking about those numbers, we were like, 200 is a lot. Like 200 is going to be a stretch for me. 200 is going to be a stretch for Brianne and Leah. But we decided that was a number that we could do. So here are some ideas. I know a lot of you guys have been really good about getting out there and adding friends, but I wanted to give you guys some ideas. So first, when you are on a computer, if you go to your friends list, and then in the upper right-hand corner, it says Find Friends. If you click that, you can now search for potential people that you have mutual friends with based on hometown, current city, college that you might be linked with, a variety of things. So I went on there and I typed in my alma mater where I went to college, and I looked up people that maybe I had gone to college with about the same time, and I friend requested those people. It brings up people you have mutual friends with first, so that's kind of nice because then you can scroll through. There might actually be people that you knew that you just aren't friends with yet. I have also gone to, I've also searched, like I came from a really small hometown, so maybe I looked for all of those people that I wasn't yet friends with. I looked for in the school district that I used to teach in, and I friend requested those people. So just some ideas on ways that you can expand your friends list that way. I've also gone to a number of friends who are friends I know from high school, friends I know from college that might be customers but are not ever going to join me in this business, that just don't have the interest. And I'm looking through their friends list, and I'm friend requesting people that I've heard them talk about. Even if I'm not really super familiar with them, if we're at least acquaintances or that I've at least heard their name, I am friend requesting them. One thing I do encourage you to think about is don't go to a fellow distributor's friend list and friend request those people. Obviously, you might not think about that, but that's their list of potentials. And unless you truly know those people, I just wouldn't, obviously that's not a very thoughtful thing to do. So make sure that you're not doing that. But your goal with all of this is to get more people onto your Facebook page. Having 7,000 friends on Facebook does you no good if you are not using your Facebook page to promote your business, right? So our goal by expanding our friends list is to get more eyes on our page, but the focus is to make sure that we are posting about these things so people are seeing that, right? One thing that I have had to change recently is I have started posting publicly. You can select like only friends or only certain groups of people. I post publicly now because I want people to be able to click on my profile when they're like, oh, who is she? I want them to click on my profile and be able to see some of my things that are there. One thing that's really important about your Facebook page is to make sure that it is showing who you are. And what I mean by that is if you are posting 17 times a day, don't let 17 times be about it works. That doesn't show anybody who you are, and no one wants to be sold to. We are wanting to bring them in. We are wanting to pull them in with who we are and how this is changing our lives, how this is changing our health, and we're doing that by posting, okay? So when these new people are accepting my friend request, I am not immediately sending them a message because I feel like that's bombarding them, and that's saying, hey, I only want to sell something to you. Like, I don't want to get to know you. I want to just sell something, and that's not okay. So I am friend requesting these people. Once they accept, I'm going to their page, and I may be commenting on something of theirs, like, oh my gosh, what a cute kid, or hey, that's so funny, or my kid does that too, or that looks like a delicious sandwich that you got, like whatever. but I want them to start seeing my name on things. I want them to start seeing that I'm interacting with them and I'm seeing what they're doing, and I want them to see, and I think that makes them more likely to come back and see what I'm doing too. When it comes to your Facebook page, you want it to be a positive place. You want this to be someplace where people can go and they can feel like they relate to you. Okay? And so what that looks like is pictures of your kids. People love cute pictures of kids. Like, use your kids in your pictures, okay? I am posting selfies. You guys, I never used to post. I was literally the one time a month poster. I used to post like when we had babies and like our anniversary and random. Like, I did not post multiple times a day. I am committing to posting 4 times a day with this new 21 and done, okay? Because I know that the more I post on Facebook, the more business I get from Facebook. So the more I post, the more business I get, and so I'm going to commit to doing that more. But I'm making my posts half and half. I'm doing half personal and half business related posts. I'm mixing them in because ultimately people that are watching me are going to interact more with my personal posts. They're going to like my posts. They're going to comment on the ones that are about my kids or about funny memes that I've had or inspirational quotes. Those are the things they're going to interact most with. But if they're interacting with those things, then they're seeing my It Works stuff too. And there are a lot of times, don't be discouraged, guys. If you post It Works stuff and the only people that like it are other It Works distributors, that's fine, okay? All those other people are still seeing it, right? So things that you can be thinking about to post. Keeping it positive. I cannot stress to you enough about keeping things positive. Because if you post like, oh my gosh, It Works did awesome things for me. Thanks It Works for paying for this. And then the next minute you're posting, I hate my life. I hate everything about it. When is anything good ever going to come my way? People think like, hey, there's an inconsistency there. I don't see, is It Works really changing your life? Because it sounds like it's not really doing much at all. So if you want people to believe that this is a really great opportunity, you need to make sure that you are making it sound like it's a really great opportunity. No one wakes up in the morning and says like, you know what? I had a lot of positivity yesterday. I need a little more negativity in my life. No one wants that, right? Okay, so make sure that your posts are positive and happy. There are days where you guys, I want to like pull my hair out. My kids are crazy. I've got a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Like, things are crazy around here sometimes. But I'm not posting like, oh my gosh, how stressful are my kids and they're stressing me out and I kind of want to hide in the closet. I'm posting like, ha ha, look what happened to us today, because you know what? Like, you got to look on the bright side of things, right? So pictures, funny stories, quotes. I do a lot of inspirational quotes because I think that they speak to people. Then people need positivity in their life. Shared links are okay, like if you see a Pinterest recipe you like or whatever. But if you're only sharing links, that doesn't tell me who you are, and that doesn't make you relatable. So I would keep those to a minimum if you're just asking my opinion. Also, like I said, about half and half business page or half business interaction, half personal posts. Also, when I go to message someone, say they've interacted with one of my posts, or I've been interacting with their posts and stuff for a while, and I'm ready to send them a message. What I do is I make my messages 3-part. The first thing is I make it personal. I say something like, "Hey, Jenny, oh my gosh, like I saw your little girl's first birthday party pictures, so cute." Or, "Oh my gosh, I saw you guys just got back from Mexico. You know, we haven't been out of the country since our wedding, but I can't wait to go," or whatever. The second part is I talk about the business a little bit. I say, hey, I don't know if you've seen from my post, but I do this little It Works gig on the side. I'm really loving it. It's really providing for our family. I thought of you because, okay, that's what I use. I thought of you because I want them to know that this is personal and this is about them. This is not a copy paste message that I'm sending to 100 people. It's specific to them. So I tell them, I know you have a really big social network. You seem like such a really personable person. I think it would be really great. It looks like you're really into health and fitness, and these products and this lifestyle could fit totally great with what you're doing already. Or, hey, I know you're a mom and you're complaining about having to go back to work. Let me show you how you can stay home. I'm making it personal. And then I am always ending. The third part is I'm always ending with a question, because I think people are more likely to respond if you ask a question at the end. They're going to respond to it. So what do you think? Totally no pressure, but I was just wondering, do you think this is something you would be interested in? And I'm keeping it short and sweet. When I initially started, I was sending messages and they were like books, you guys. Like, there's no surprise that people were not returning my messages, because ain't nobody got time to read a 7-page book on Facebook, okay? So I would make them short and sweet. Something people are going to ask more questions, and then that creates the dialogue that you're wanting, okay? Also, I always go back and follow up with them about 3-5 days later and say like, hey, I know you're really busy. I just wanted to check and see what you thought. Also, one big thing, and I heard Ashley Sinclair, she's an Ambassador Diamond, one of our big leaders, say this a couple summers ago, and I thought, oh my gosh, like she's so right. She said, it is not about the push, it is about the pull. And I always go back to that. I want you guys to think about that when you're posting, when you're sending messages, when you're talking to people. We are not pushing a product. We are not pushing this business on people. We don't need them. They need this business, okay? They need this business to change their lives. They need the financial freedom it brings. It is going to do that for you. It is going to do that for them, but they have to see what it's doing for you first. So it is not about the push, it's about the pull. Don't push products on people. And when I say that, what I mean is don't advertise just like Titan Tone and Firm and put a picture up. Make it so it's pulling people in, like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Becky. This fellow mama has 3 kids. Look what this did for her belly, because that's, people are then thinking like, oh my gosh, I have 3 kids. My belly kind of looks like that. I wonder if I could do that for me too, you know? Or when I post about the opportunity, I'm not saying things like, join my team, join my team, join my team. No one wants to join my team. You guys didn't want to join my team, okay? You wanted to start your own team. You wanted to have your own financial freedom. You wanted this to do something for you, not for me, right? So what I'm doing instead is saying things like, oh my gosh, it works. Thank you so much for my weekly bonus. I got to take my husband out to dinner tonight and pay for a babysitter. Or thanks to It Works, you know, we paid cash for our vacation this year. Or It Works paid my mortgage. Man, such a blessing to be, you know, to have that off of our plate, or to take that stress off of my husband, or whatever. When I quit my job, that post was big, you know. I'm drawing people in with what it's doing for me. I'm not saying, hey, you need to do this too. I'm saying like, hey, look what it's doing for me. And that's putting the thought in their mind like, oh, that could do that for me too. That would be cool, you know. So make sure when you're posting, you're not posting like just advertisements, that you're pulling people in and making it personal and showing them what it's doing for you in your life, okay? Let's see, what else? What else was I going to talk about? Basically, those are just some ideas. If you have questions, please message me. There's no like perfect chemistry for making this work, but it does take consistency, and it does take just being positive and being resilient. You guys, I have been told no far more times than I've been told yes, and that's okay, because you're going to continue to find yeses out there. So I'm really, really excited for what this 21 and Done is going to do for your guys, for your business, for your incomes, for your health, for your families. I'm just super, super excited for you guys. So start thinking about, start thinking about it. Start getting out there, friend requesting more people. If you end up with an extra 250 friends, that's way better than, you know, than I'm doing right now. I still need to get on that friend list. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys soon. I'm really excited to see where this takes us, okay?